made-up AEW wrestler contracts. And this is recent numbers that have been floating.
Okay, you
around.
say made up, which is a tip-off word to I don't believe it.
One is definitely made up. One's probably right, and one is questionable. So I'm going to give them to you, and you tell me. Will Ospreay, Kazuchika, Okada, and Mercedes Moné's AEW contracts, and specifically how much they are earning, have all been in the news recently. So, Ospreay's contract is said to be in excess of 7 figures, sort of like $1 million per year plus around that position. And for me, sounds relatively realistic. Okada's contract is reported to be worth $13.5 million over 3 years, and that's $4.5 million a year. And this is by Tokyo Sports, and people since have said that's a worked number by Tokyo Sports to essentially give Okada like extra credence, extra superstar power, I guess, for that reason. But apparently Tony Khan has not paid Okada that much. But here's the interesting one. Mercedes Moné is said to be earning $10 million over the course of her contract, which is between 3 and 5 years, with the option to extend if one or both parties so wish. I imagine Tony Khan or both parties. But according to the Observer, Moné was after Becky Lynch level money from WWE before AEW came in with an even higher offer. So $10 million, I mean, I guess it could be made up.
What is Becky Lynch making?
Well, we don't know that either. A lot. She'll be making well over $1 million a year. She was even on that.
Yeah, but that's not $3 million a year.
No, that's not 3.3 million a year.
Well, how do they get $10 million out of 3 years?
3.333 recurring. Gonna ask me to do the maths on it?
No, I don't think they're making that much money. I really don't.
Any of them? What about Ospreay? $1 million a year.
He might make that, I guess. That's $20,000 a week. You know what I mean? And he does have billions. Let's say that. But that's a lot of money. And for them to go out there and, play wrestler for a while. And let me ask you this then. Here you got that Darby Allin killing himself, literally killing himself, diving off ladders and doing this and landing on concrete. What's he making, you think?
Well, we don't know if he's still on like a 5-year... Maybe he was in a 5-year deal and he's still on his original contract and they just took a punt on him. So he could be making nothing. He could be making low 6 figures. We don't...
low 6 figures.
It's still well paid, especially for the amount they work. But, I mean, you're asking me to speculate.
Yeah, but by well paid, where do you place that?
If I said well paid in wrestling... I'd say $250 is very, very well paid in AEW for the amount of work that they do. I'd say that's very well paid.
Well, it is. It really is. To get $5,000 a week, basically, to sometimes they don't even get used. And how many house show loops do they have?
Very few. Very few.
So, and they usually use those house show loops for TV.
I mean, how do you mean?
Well, if they're going to make a little loop, they might as well bring some cameras and make a TV out of it.
As far as untelevised events, they have very few. So it's merely all things. But
well, at $250, they are being well paid. But let's say when you talk, I don't think what's that Monet's girl's first name?
Mercedes.
$10 million a year. They ain't no way. How many times is she going to have live events other than a pay-per-view or a TV? And they can only be those once a week or maybe twice, maybe. But that's quite, and I don't even think she even, to me, I know zero about it. I don't think she reaches the $1 million level. Do you?
As in being worth it, or as in being
Well,
what
unless
she's actually being paid?
Well, at least Flair brought some advertising with him. That's why he's getting paid. Now, if these people would have an advertiser that would willing to step up and just so you can run these ads on the show and we'll pay her or we'll pick up the talent fees. Yeah, that's worth it then. But $10 million a year, I don't believe that at all. And I don't believe Becky Lynch is making the money they say she's making. For Mercedes Moné to be talking a $10 million contract over a period of 5 years, that's still $2 million a year. I don't think she's worth it. I know she's not worth it, to tell you the truth.
Right, we are going
you want to? Is she worth it to you?
Oh God, Lord, no.
If you had $1 billion right now, and they're saying you can get Mercedes Moné for $2 million a year, what would you say?
I'm saying not a chance. That's my catering bill.
Well, what if she come in and just slap the shit out of you while you're sitting there in that chair?
Oh, $3 million then. I'll...
Oh, well, since you put it in that language, oh yeah.
You're quite the negotiator, Dutch. Let me tell you.
We got a deal.
Right.
So what is Becky Lynch allegedly making?
Absolutely no idea. If I was to guess, 2 million, 2.5 maybe.
But at least she goes on the road and does all this other stuff.
Oh yeah.
But guess what she's got on top of that? Gimmicks. And they can send her, if she signs a contract like that, they can send her anywhere. They can send her to do all kind of press conferences or go do this and do that. And
hey, well, AEW don't do any press. I'll tell you that for nothing. They don't seem to appear anywhere and promote anything pretty much for the most part. So, Mercedes
I saw Dustin Rhodes on a local TV. I mean, he was talking about something. They were coming there for something, I guess, to run a show, I guess. What else would they be going to a town for? But I saw him on like a local talk show, and they kept him out there for quite a while. They kept him out there for 6 or 7 minutes. So that's long for like a little local talk show and he did well. He did really, really good.